What's going on YouTube? It's Jason again with JJ Drones, and we're here with Ryan. Ryan? No.
Yeah.
Was it Ryan 3?
I had it legally changed.
Oh, you had it legally changed last week, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's quick. We got Logan with us, and we're out here in Breezewood, Pennsylvania, and this is all his fault.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, because he wanted to have somebody go with him when we went to the Northeast so that he knew exactly what he was getting himself into. But what he doesn't know is I don't come out here, so I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. But what I do know is we're going to be going to Baltimore, New York, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. That's what I do know.
Yep.
And through all of that, we're hoping to survive.
I think we'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he's the one driving, so if we don't survive, this is all going to be recorded for posterity's sake, and, you know, Haley's going to get everything, so, you know.
Sounds fair.
All right, so let's get back in the truck and get everything ready to go, and let's get into this video. And we are getting ready to leave the truck stop. Logan is going to be your driver today. Our in-flight movie is going to be Armageddon.
Oh, very fitting.
It is. It really is. Not because going to the Northeast is the end of the world. Well, it's pretty close.
We go out the way we came in?
Yeah, we go out the same way we came in. Okay. So last night when we came into the truck stop, we were actually really lucky because there was plenty of parking here, and it was 9 o'clock at night. And Logan got to find out that this is going to be probably one of his regular stops.
Yeah, I think so.
So this is the Gateway Travel Center in Breezewood, Pennsylvania. There's lots of paid parking. I mean, if you want to get a paid spot, you've got paid spot for days.
There's as much paid parking here as there is regular parking in a lot of other truck stops.
Yes. But let's see, they've got a Pappy's Wings and Subs, they've got a Baskin Robbins, a Dunkin' Donuts, and Arby's. They've got a pool table set up.
A couple of them.
So anything that you could need at a truck stop, they have it. Except for a red light outside of their parking lot. Now we've got an appointment in Baltimore at 12:30 in the afternoon. What time is it now, Logan?
8:39.
It's 8:30 in the morning. So we should be there on time because we're only 139 miles away. So does Sarah watch videos with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that she's excited to see the videos coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, because we watched both of them.
Oh, did you?
The previous four. Yeah,
okay.
So, yeah.
And what's Sarah think?
She thought they were good.
Oh, okay. Too much of me and not enough of you?
No, she's like, I like him. He seems nice.
Wow. I had her buffaloed. Apparently in Pennsylvania, red lights are optional.
Yeah, I was wondering.
And there is your blinker fluid of the week winner, AutoZone.
You didn't want to wait the 13 seconds for it to change.
We had that all on camera, AutoZone, so good job. Dan, you got a video coming. Oh, look at there. Oh, I thought he was going to turn left in front of us, but
I did too. I was like, oh, that was a bold stretch.
He didn't go for it. It was a bold move.
Continue on I-70.
All right, so we are on our way to Baltimore, Maryland. Now there is one thing that, have you been to Baltimore before?
Nope.
Oh, good. The one thing that Baltimore has that not too many other cities have is tunnels.
Oh, sweet.
And the tunnel is on I-95, and we're going to be going through that tunnel.
Cool.
Can you guess what the clearance is on said tunnel?
13.6.
Bingo.
Perfect. So hopefully they have no snow right outside of it.
Exactly. See, this is getting better and better as the trip goes on.
There went your Coke. Hey, it landed right side up though. That's gotta be worth some points.
We're going to give you 5 points for the Coke landing, which after the 30,000 that I deducted last week, you're now at 29,950 to the negative. So good job.
Gotta start somewhere, I guess.
Wow, so we got a Jeep in front of us that's from Michigan.
Oh.
My stalker follows me everywhere I go. It's just like Florida Man. Florida Man just follows you everywhere that you go.
I was just gonna say, we saw him when we were in Chicago, but I haven't seen him since, so.
Maybe he didn't make it.
Very possible.
Florida Man, if you made it, let us know. Email Logan. He just wants to know that you're okay.
Right.
So we're doing a little bit something different. I've got the phone on the gimbal today. And we do have the GoPros running outside, as per usual. But I figured that if I use the gimbal, well, I was using the gimbal last trip, and I'm able to just turn it on and turn it off as I see something interesting. And I'm going to try and set these videos up where it's not just all driving and it's not all just all talking. But I mean, Pennsylvania is a beautiful state, especially this time of year. And I'm kind of saying that tongue-in-cheek, but but no, it really is a beautiful state. But they do call these the Appalachian Mountains.
I've heard.
And
even though you know, tend to refer to them as hills. But...
they're hills. They're rolling hills.
Okay.
I mean, I've driven through mountains. I've also driven through rolling hills. And these look like rolling hills to me.
Okay, that's fair.
You see, what I think happened is when the Pilgrims came over, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they started exploring a little bit further inland from the ocean, they're like, wow, these are huge mountains. So they were called the Appalachian Mountains at that point. And then they went further out west, and they're like, wow, these are mountains. But they've already named these ones mountains.
So you can't just change it.
Right, you can't just go back and change it. It's not like Pluto, where one week it's a planet and the another week it's not, right? So I think that's what happened.
Very possible.
It could be diversity. Because we don't want to hurt the feelings of the mountains.
Right.
The other thing that we were dealing with yesterday was ice. We had freezing rain for most of the day. And I guess it got really bad last night. In other parts of the country, there was a news report of a fire truck doing a donut.
Not on purpose.
No, not on purpose. So that was fun for them, I'm sure. And tonight there's supposed to be a whole bunch of freezing rain coming across Pennsylvania and some snow. So we're staying ahead of the storm, which is what you always want to do. Or if you're behind it, you hope that they have it salted and everything in I'm not going to run into problems. But yesterday when we were in Youngstown, I took a look at the weather, and the weather said that it was going to be freezing rain. So that meant ice. And there was no way in heck we were going to stay in Youngstown and have to drive on a sheet of ice this morning.
Doesn't sound that enjoyable.
I mean, if you're a penguin, it is. And I think, let's roll the clip right here of where we saw Logan as a penguin. The mighty Logan in his element. He's like a penguin.
I wish. Might actually be warm.
No, but you were still a penguin.
Okay. You have a very loose definition of the word penguin.
That's the great thing about having, you know, editing software and videos and stuff, is that you can turn back the clock and relive all those wonderful, magical moments. Because they were wonderful and magical.
Good combination.
It's not too often you get to see a man turn into a penguin. But when it does happen, you want it on film.
Never seen Batman Returns, have you?
I have not.
Check it out.
I will have to check that out, yes. And so will you, if you want to see a man turn into a penguin. And then the penguin turn back into a man. So that's what we're doing today, guys. It's going to be a fun trip down to Baltimore. I mean, it's not, but it is. It's going to be fun because we get to see Logan struggle through the entire thing. And that's what this series is all about, is watching your trainee struggle through difficult things. Like math.
Well, there's that.
This is probably going to be the easiest thing that you have to do today, driving to Baltimore.
Oh, good.
But I'm going to give you the most difficult thing before we shut off the camera here.
Oh, okay.
3 plus 3.
9. Oh, no.
So close.
+3.
Yes.
Right.
So close. We're going to work on his math skills and his backing skills next time on the JJ Drones program.
Yeah, there's a good shot.
You got to see this before we leave. So exciting news, we made it to Maryland, and we still haven't died. Good job, Logan.
Oh, thank you. I tried my best.
Yep, it's going to be one of those mornings. And we made it to Maryland, which was not that far from where we were parked.
It was like 12 minutes from where you ended the last segment.
Yeah, pretty much. But we're going to be going through a lot of this area that's basically out in the country. And then once we hit the cities, that's when it's really going to be interesting. So I'm going to turn off the GoPros and try and save some of the batteries. And after that, we'll turn them back on. Hopefully the GoPro batteries will last until we get there. If not, I apologize ahead of time. but you all know my battles with GoPro batteries. If you haven't, go back and watch pretty much every other video I've done with the GoPros. So stay with us. It's going to be a fun day. What's that sign say about vehicles over 5 tons?
I don't know. There's a trailer in my way.
Oh,
Two
it
left
says
lanes.
no vehicles over 5 tons. Left two lanes.
None of those are over 5 tons.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Are they identifying as Priuses today?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the only way you get away with it.
But here comes the tunnel.
Continue on line 95.
It's a little bit of a tight fit.
Yeah, a little bit.
How you feeling over there on your left side?
Good.
We're actually going underneath the harbor in Baltimore right now.
So hopefully it's still watertight.
I mean, what's a few leaks here and there?
Oh, okay.
You gotta let the tunnel breathe. I wonder if they use the scrubbing bubbles on the tiles. Just,
I'd be willing to bet they never clean the tiles.
oh. Well, he survived the trip through the tunnel. It's a proud day as a trainer.
Say that like you don't have many of those.
I try to keep them as few as possible.
Oh,
That way they're special.
right.
This is gonna be fun. Or not. Okay, so now we're gonna have to make this wide swing into this parking lot. Logan's gonna have to watch for traffic. And I'm watching for any cars trying to leave here. Stay all the way to the right. That's a tight swing. Keep going back. right, guys, well, this is our first delivery over here in Baltimore. I couldn't think where we were at, but as you can see, when we were backing in, this place is a really tight spot. In fact, the spot that he had to back into, there's a wall right in front of it, and we're gonna step off how many feet it is from the front of the truck to the wall. From this wall to the truck is 20 feet. And you've got not only that, but we're underneath an overpass, and you've got all these cars parked over here. Now, if you had a 48-foot truck, or you had a day cab, or if you had a box truck, this wouldn't even be an issue. But you're dealing with 73 feet of vehicle. That just makes the backing in so much more difficult, and that's what makes this training of going to the Northeast that much more important. Because if he was going to try and do this by himself and he didn't have any knowledge on what to expect or how to back into a spot like this, he'd be really having an issue. So that is just something that I wanted to highlight. All right, guys, we're finally unloaded here. Logan's gonna pull out of the dock. I'm gonna try to change the GoPro cameras, and I'm gonna try and learn how to speak English. Logan says it might take a minute.
Well, between not being able to see very far that way and then we're coming this way.
Well, you got your first opportunity to back into a tight spot.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
I heard you say, you know, why don't you give me something challenging?
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, I heard you say that
Oh, okay.
multiple times.
If you say so.
But we got the GoPros on, and I don't know how much I'm going to film between each city, because let's just be honest, with how the GoPros reacted on the last portion of this trip, we only had one that wanted to cooperate, but they didn't take too long to unload us.
No.
Not past our appointment time anyway. We were there well before our appointment time. Okay guys, so we're back. We're in New Jersey right now, which is all sorts of fun. And we are going past the exit for Newark and Jersey City. And this is Logan's, basically his first time over here in this part of the country.
Yep.
And what would be your reviews, Mr. Logan?
Well, I mean, so far, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I have a feeling it's supposed to get worse the closer we get.
But if you look off to the right, you can see somewhat the skyline of New York City. It is foggy, so it's hard to see everything, but I was trying to save the GoPros. What's that?
I was going to say your phone might pick it up better than the GoPros. Well, I don't know if we'll get that
Let's
angle
see.
on them.
And there is the New York City skyline in all of its glory, or not glory. So a huge thanks to Logan for that suggestion. He's full of good suggestions every now and then. That's why we keep him around.
Yes.
And he's also kept us safe on the highway, so that's also why we keep him around. Because the drivers in New Jersey are, if you could describe them in one word, how would you describe them?
Competent.
It's a good word.
Okay.
I mean, I was going to go with awful.
Oh. I thought that's what I said.
I mean, yeah.
With my tone more than my word choice, I guess.
Yes.
Still better than California so far, though.
So far. If that box truck wasn't in the way, it would be perfect. Now, off to the right, you can actually see the Freedom Tower, if that's what you want to call it. And then, well, it's not in the center of your screen anymore, but the Empire State Building. And that's about as close to New York City as you're going to get out of this truck. You're going to get to see the skyline. So we've got 2 deliveries tomorrow, and then we have 2 deliveries on Thursday. So this is the end of Logan's training after this is done.
Yep.
He will sorely be missed because, well, I do much better in the passenger seat.
Leave either of the 2 left lanes.
Being judgmental.
Oh, you can do that from this seat.
Yeah, but I'm much better at doing it from this seat.
Oh, I see. You may have mentioned that a time or two.
I have, yes. And if you look on your screen now, you can see what traffic is normally like in New York City.
In 4.5 miles, keep left to I-80 West.
Bumper to bumper to bumper. And in about 3 miles, you're going to get to see the sign for the Vince Lombardi Service Plaza. I'm sorry to all of you Packer fans to tell you that he has one in New Jersey. Because I don't believe there is a Vince Lombardi Service Plaza in Wisconsin.
Not as far as I know, no.
Well, we don't have any toll roads in Wisconsin either.
Oh, well, there's that.
But they could name a rest area after.
No.
All right, guys.
Didn't left.
I think this is going to end day 2 of this trip, but it's day 1 of filming. Tomorrow we've got some more deliveries to do, so definitely stay tuned. And we'll see you guys later. All right, guys, and we're back. It's Jason and Logan, and we're doing what we do best, sitting in one spot. We weren't able to film a lot of the stuff that we did because we were basically driving at night.
Pretty much the whole way back.
Yeah, unfortunately. And lighting is one of your biggest issues when you're doing a video vlog like this, and GoPros and cell phone cameras, they don't do the trick. But we did make it to our delivery appointment for January 27th at 11 o'clock at Americold here in Belvedere, Illinois. And what's the problem that we ran into there, Logan?
Oh, it's not a problem. We're just so efficient. We were a month early. I mean, it could be a problem depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, well. Problem being is that Logan is scheduled to leave out Monday to go to Colorado. And he needs to reset his hours. And so we're basically sitting here in limbo waiting to see if the customer would possibly take us today. But if you look out the window, there's all these trucks sitting here waiting to get unloaded today.
There's 2 or 3 other ones on the other side of the trailers that are waiting too.
Yeah. So there's more sitting over here. In fact, there was a line as we were coming in. Okay, you said you counted how many?
Including us, there's 11. But when I went to check in earlier, there were 2 or 3 other ones on the other side of these trailers that you can't see from here. So
okay, so
there's a bunch.
this is life as a truck driver and dealing with brokers, and it basically came down to probably somebody was scheduling the appointment, and instead of hitting a 1, they hit a 2. And when Americold accepted it, they were like, yeah, sure, we're good for February 27th.
Wide open.
I mean, that's an entire month away, so we're good to go. But no, the confirmation that Brakebush got said January 27th, and that is why they were perfectly fine with us taking this load. Now, what we're probably going to have to do is we're probably going to have to drive up to Westfield and then drop Logan off at his car so that he can go home and take his reset so that he's ready to go on Monday. And I'm going to have to come back tomorrow morning and deliver this. But as of right now, my dispatcher is working on her contacts to see if there's any possibility that Americold could take us today, which I highly doubt. And we're basically just going to have to take it from there. So stay with us. If we get unloaded today, I'll show you Logan backing into his door again, because he's getting pretty good at that. But if not, we're going to do the drive home and do the farewell to Logan. Alrighty guys, well, it has now been determined that Logan has to go back to the yard. So that's what we're getting ready to do right now. But it seemed like there was a little bit of a miscommunication in between the broker and our dispatch. It seems that the broker seemed to think that we were perfectly cool with sitting here until tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Logan, is that what you said?
No.
What was discussed?
Well, we could either schedule it for 7 a.m. tomorrow or sometime next week, because Monday was completely booked. So, yeah, it's like, okay, 7 a.m. tomorrow is fine, I guess.
I mean, 7 a.m. tomorrow seems like a heck of a good deal compared to 7 a.m. Wednesday.
Right.
Or Tuesday. So we just had to do a little bit of a clarification with dispatch, just so that they knew that we weren't trying to get out of delivering today, even though all logic states that we would want to be unloaded today versus Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. So we're going to head back to the yard. We're going to drop off Logan and let him get all of his stuff out and put some of it into Delilah. which is now going to be his truck. And I'll go over some of the key features like the pontoons, the jetpack, you know, all the basics in trucking.
Turn left on Newburgh Road.
And then we're going to send him home, and then I'm going to go back down to, well, here. But this isn't exactly how I planned today's video to go. And the one thing that you can expect in trucking is for things not to go the way you want them to go.
I thought you were going to say the unexpected.
Well, I mean, that's copywritten.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We don't do anything that's copywritten on this channel.
My bad, you can bleep that out then.
However, I do apologize for any company that takes offense for Logan using that. He's just a troublemaker.
Right.
But I'm very, very aware that Logan is going to do a great job on his own.
I'm gonna try.
And if he doesn't do a great job, well, I have no idea who he is.
It's all your fault.
No, I just don't know who you are.
Oh.
It's better that way.
Okay.
But they do say once it's on the internet, it's forever.
Yeah, more or less.
So there really is no way of disavowing any knowledge of you.
I mean, you could just delete the videos, I guess.
I could, but somebody out there has it saved. Somebody's out there and they're like, man, look at those two hunks. Just saying.
Who's that, my fiance and your wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Once we get to the yard, we'll do our farewell to Logan. And then I'm going to head back down here, but that'll be the end of this video. So stay with us. All right, guys, we're back at the yard. And Logan's truck is right over here. I'm going to have Logan go up in there. And this is Delilah, if you all remember. Somebody else has been using this truck, obviously, because she wasn't this dirty.
Sure. Blame it on somebody else.
Well, that's my job. So
just come back to the...
Go in the back. Now you still got your table.
Yeah.
Now if you pull down the bunk there.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to buckle it in when you drive. But that is where I slept for 5 years.
This is way lower than in yours.
Yes.
All right.
So you definitely can't have that down while you're sitting at the table.
What do you mean? This is totally comfortable.
Okay then. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same except for dun dun dun. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, pretty much. The only real difference is the headspace with the bunk.
Yeah.
The table might be a tad shorter, it seems like, but that might just be me.
Well, not only that, but all this space up here is just wide open.
Oh, yep.
So anything that you put up there will eventually land on your head.
Okay. Perfect.
Not from any sort of personal experience, just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. This, I didn't know what... No, I'm a moron. I didn't know what this was for the longest time.
A pen holder?
You are correct, sir. Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I now have video proof that he has no questions for me.
Right now.
Well, that's not what you said.
At this moment.
Well, I will edit that part out.
Okay. Perfect.
But this is the end of Logan's training. Congratulations, Logan.
Thank you.
You did a great job. And thank you for allowing me to have a little bit of vacation while you do all the hard work.
Oh, no problem.
But if you enjoy this content, give it a big like so that Logan can be, like I said, YouTube famous. Go check out his Instagram channel, Midwest Logan. And if you enjoy this content, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload one of these trainee amazing videos. But
Next time you get another Ryan.
exactly. So it'll be Ryan 4.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep your name Ryan, right?
Yeah, I told you I legally
okay.
changed it.
Okay. Well, you know, people change their mind all the time.
Isn't that?
But I appreciate you for coming along for this ride with us for the last time, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, guys.